Hi, I'm Jordan Long, and today I'm going to talk about, why don't you undo your movie? Well, first off, it's hard. And a lot, it doesn't, and a lot of all the programs out there, or whatever you want to call them, there's probably some European dramatic English word out there for it, are hard to use, are hard to work with. You know, they don't do what they're supposed to do. Now, I know many men and women out there use Microsoft Windows Movie Maker, or Apple's Macintosh iMovie, or Cyberlink Power Director, or MakiCam, or Sony Vegas, or Cyberlink, or Arcsoft Video Processor, Arcsoft Webcam Companion. There's probably other ones out there too. Oh yeah, the YouTube editor if you want to. But with all those programs, all those ones, and the ones I did not name or do not know about, they're all too hard. And the only men and women out there that get mad and angry over someone not editing their work, whatever it is always haters. Haters always say something like, "Oh, Undoer's your friend." No, it's not. It's my foe. But what these dummies did is that they're talking, they claim it's your friend, but really it's a foe. Now, I used to use our Microsoft Windows Movie Maker, and all it could do is make my movies brighter if I wanted to make them more brighter. If I want to add a title, it could do that. But if I want to cut something out, it would cut it out, but that's it. The movie was besmirched. You couldn't bring the two wisps back together, could you? No. Once you cut something in half, it's cut in half. So it just besmirches my movie every single time I try to, every time I seek to do that. And Cyberlink Power Director wasn't any more good. It was worse. The only function it worked was actually recording a movie. You couldn't change anything. You couldn't undo anything on it. Then Arcsoft Video Processor, Arcsoft Webcam Companion was just the same thing. You want to make the movie bright? It could make your movie bright. But if you wanted to cut something out, you couldn't cut nothing out even if you wanted to. It just would not cut anything out. And if it did cut something out, well, it's it. The movie's besmirched. You can't bring those two wisps back together. But what these men and women do is that they spend a lot of time and hours besmirching sundriest movies until they get it to work right. And then they come on and say, "Oh, it works for me." Yeah, well, it does for you, but that's after a lot of hours and time of you besmirching movies until you got it to work for you. That's what you're not telling everyone. Yeah, that's the truth. They don't tell you how much time they had to use, how much time that they had to use, how many hours they had to put in. And how many movies they besmirched until they got it to work right. But they won't tell you that. They'll just tell you, they'll just tell you how I got on it and it just worked like that. That's what they won't tell you. And when you have haters who always want to say, "Oh, Undoer is your friend." No, Undoer is a foe. If you have to work multiple hours, if you have to use a lot of time and a lot of hours, you got to use a lot of time, and you got to besmirch a lot of movies just to get it to work right, then it's not a friend. It's a foe. You know what? It's a foe. If you got to use a lot of time to get it to work right, then it's a foe. Okay? And it is what it is. And quit coming on and quit coming on and being untrue about all the time you put in and all the movies you besmirch to get it to work right. And that's what it is. Now you would think to yourself, yeah, it's a pick. Now some men and women out there will think, oh, it's not. Yeah, it is a pick. Even if you're a four-seer show business or a wrestling business or even a movie business, it's still a pick. There is no law that says you're in the movie business, you're in the wrestling business, you're in the four-seer show business. You have to undo your movies or your show or whatever. No. There is no law that tells you to do that. It's your own pick, you know. But none of these programs work. And when I get sick and what I don't like to hear is when some dummy comes on and tells me, oh, it's your friend. No, it's not. It's my foe. It besmirches my movies. I just named 4 things I used, and they all didn't work, and they all besmirched my movie. So you can say it's a friend, but that's your win, and my win, it's a foe. So that's it for me. I'm Jordan Long, and I'll see you all later.